Spookoween. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
I realized I probably should have... I almost ad-libbed into the story. Somebody was asking, what are the 2 worst reviewed Tony Hawk games? They are the 2 made by...
The people who made this one.
Yeah, the ride ones.
By Robomoto. I believe it is Ride and Shred.
With the plastic skateboard.
Yeah, Tony Hawk Ride and Tony Hawk Shred are the, according to Metacritic, the 2 worst reviewed Tony Hawk games. Pro Skater 92, Pro Skater 2, mid to high 90s, Pro Skater 3, mid to high 90s, Pro Skater 4, mid 90s, some high 80s in there. Underground, high 80s to 90, Underground 2, mid 80s, American Wasteland, mid 70s to maybe up to an 80, Downhill Jam, 70, mid 70, Project 8, 70 to mid 70s, Proving Ground, sort of low to mid 70s, Ride, mid 40s, Shred, mid 50s, and then Pro Skater HD is sort of mid 60s. So it's pretty much all bad.
Been a trend downwards.
It's been a downward trend. It's the theory's peaked at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
You
What?
back the blender up a little bit.
Back that up. There we go.
Okay. Alrighty. The series literally just got worse with time.
Well, the first 4,
Nothing lasts forever.
the first 4 were all pretty solid.
Wow.
Like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4 all were very, very well reviewed. And Underground was actually, like, the thing is, the first 4 were reviewed, like, very well, to the point that Underground and Underground 2 were reviewed, like, they were good. They were only very good games.
They weren't super excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then American Wasteland, Downhill Jam, Project 8, Proving Ground. Motion Ride and Shred basically through the floor. And then this one. What's up?
There's like a little outline on the microphone.
Meh.
The
Yeah, chemming is super important. Kerning jokes.
yay.
Paul, please give Graham and Kathleen rabbit ears.
Wait. Hi, there.
I hope that satisfies your what you needed from life. Couple
I like
of
as somebody pointed out. Apparently, Tony Hawk Proving Ground was very buggy, which is fun. Proving Ground.
Excuse me. We had a couple more people subscribe when Graham was talking, but I didn't want to interrupt him. I think Kimmy, 3,000
So many subscriptions.
So many subscriptions renewing today.
Yes, we
And
have
some
many
new
people to welcome.
subscribers too. But first, let's talk about the news that we didn't cover.
Yep.
Or the news that we did.
Yeah,
I'm super excited about possible burnout.
I
They
am.
were, because in a further tweet, Three Fields Entertainment was like, but a spiritual successor to which game? The second one, the third one, the fourth one? Again, not mentioning Burnout, but everyone knew they were talking about Burnout. It's interesting they mentioned the second, third, or fourth, because the fifth one was Paradise, which was the sort of the open world one.
Right.
For me, it was Burnout Revenge. Burnout Revenge, I played on PS2 and got every, 100% completion. And then a year later, it was re-released for Xbox 360, like an HD one version, which it already looked stunning on PS2. So I bought it again for 360 and 100%ed it again just because it's
Just because it was so
good.
much fun.
And the
Yeah.
nice thing about, a Burnout game, unlike a lot of these spiritual successor games made by former people from the company, a Burnout game or a racing game in generally isn't going to have any problems with, original IPs or anything, right? Because it's, the game is more about the feel of the racing and the crashing and all the stuff. The cars are just cars, and the feel of the game is something that can't be copyrighted in the same way. So there's no, there isn't any problems with as opposed to the whatever Mighty Number 9, where it's like, that's probably Mega Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they got into problems with that, but stuff like that where it's like, you guys are a little close to the original. It's like, if there's cars driving around, you can't really copyright that.
No.
But the actual gameplay, the feel of how the driving is something that you can't copyright, and that's really what defines like a Burnout game or a whatever.
No, apparently some people are having Twitch problems, and we apologize for that.
Sorry, we haven't dropped any frames, so we're doing okay.
This is actually Twitch's problem. Let's see.
This is Twitch's or your problem.
Yeah. I actually kind of want to make this thing. I kind of muffed a line there.
Famous?
Famous.
I think-
Famous. All right. Do you want to be famous? Think about famous.
I like this. This is good.
Yeah. Like, should you disclose something that someone's asked you to do?
I like M stands for money. As in, are you literally getting money to do this?
Yeah.
People were. I know you said memnonic.
Memnonic instead of mnemonic?
Instead of mnemonic.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Mnemonic.
But yeah.
Mnemonic.
Yeah. When should you disclose something? If you got a free game, if somebody's saying you can't tell anybody that I hired you to do this, if you're getting money, if there's things that you're not allowed to say about the game, and if it would make you feel like a scumbag not to disclose these things, right? Like basically, if you have a YouTube, like if somebody came to Loading Ready Run and they're like, hey, we want you to do a sponsored stream. Like, for example, we did that. Duels.
We said that.
And we said, this is a sponsored stream.
Yeah.
They provided it to us. We are playing this. But they also didn't say there's things that you couldn't say.
No, which was nice.
And they didn't say that we couldn't say it was a sponsored stream. But as we've heard from, like, previous news earlier in the year, for example, the Microsoft review, sort of YouTuber review scandal that happened, the terms in those contracts were, you can't tell people that this is happening, you're getting free games, we're paying you, and there's lots of things that you can't say about the games.
Yeah, and we get to pull your video if we don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, like for me, in terms of like as a consumer thing stuff, the don't say anything bad about the game is less of a concern than don't say that it's sponsored.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Because if a review is sponsored, and they don't say anything bad about it, that's like I can infer that maybe there's some
That's true.
And it's obviously there's an aspect of pressure that maybe you don't want to say something bad about it, but not disclosing that at all is very, very bad.
And I'm not saying, like, those Microsoft contracts were, like, basically the worst that you could get, where it's like, you can't mention it.
They were a uniquely scummy example.
Yeah, but, like, if one of those 4 points is hit, like, you should probably talk about it. And if 2 of those 4 is in, like, you can't talk about certain things and you can't tell anybody about this, that's bad. It's bad.
There's nothing really else to talk about in terms of
that is a flagrant lie.
There's really nothing else to talk about in terms of the Destiny thing. I'm sure they'll figure something out at some point, but for now it's just like we have all these keys and a door to put the keys into, and we don't know what happens.
People are saying that it's just an Easter egg. People in the chat are saying
it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, like it doesn't even like show the programmers' names or something.
There's no. It's not an Easter egg because it doesn't. Nothing happens.
To me, it's either something that is going to be there, and the trigger for it was by mistake left in the game. When they talk about we talked about a little while ago, or Graham, I remember talking about like situations where you can like get outside. There's a glitch so you get outside the map.
This was seriously tweeted
during CheckPoint.
Half an hour ago.
We're doing CheckPoint.
Luke Smith, designer.
Oh, really?
For Destiny. Oryx's basketball court is a fun Easter egg the team put together. It's just a place to dunk like your neighbor's 8-foot rim. No loot to find. Really?
Yeah. That happened literally while we were doing CheckPoint.
Wow. It's just meant to be a basketball court.
Oh, it's stupid, though.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
It's such a pain in the ass to find and get to. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe he actually tweeted that half an hour ago. That's surprising.
I choose to believe that he is lying.
Yeah. Oh well. At time of writing.
We make the news. We don't just report it.
The Deus Ex thing was, I think that happened about a week ago
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple
Well,
weeks.
it's the
the pre-order was going on for like a month.
Yeah, the pre-order has been going on for a while.
Yeah,
with
but
gradually increasing.
Them canceling it was about a week ago, I think.
I thought it was like on the 1st. I guess that's
can't
like
remember.
almost a week
Anyway.
ago because it's the 5th.
Yeah,
of
it was
January.
last week.
Happy that finally happened.
Yeah. People, lots of I didn't ask for this jokes.
Yeah. It has the feel almost of like they were trying to do like almost like a crowdfunding stretch goal thing, which, but obviously for like a retail game that is just normal, I mean, I know that they want people. I get that they want people to pre-order stuff, and that pre-orders have fallen off because they're stupid.
Yeah, I mean, pre-orders are a good way of satisfying sort of like financial milestones.
But it's the way that pre-order, especially
Clearly, their mistake was not having the Space Jam song come on when you enter the room.
like pre-orders are not stupid inherently, but the way they've been used in the video game industry, stuff where like EB and all these video game stores literally won't bring a game in
Unless it gets a lot of
unless it gets
pre-orders.
a certain number of pre-orders.
Why the overcharge buff then?
Yeah, I know.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if I believe that.
There are wheels within wheels.
Yeah.
Nah, who knows?
We shall see.
And then Tony Hawk is poop.
Tony Hawk is just the garbage toilet poo-poo.
Like it looks
Garbage toilets.
It looks like a $15 game. It doesn't look like it's a $60 game.
It looks like somebody made like a bad Tony Hawk ripoff.
Yes.
Yeah. Like there's
And it certainly doesn't look.
you can't make your own skater, so that's a feature that they've removed. The roster is
that was in
vastly
Tony
slimmer.
Hawk 1.
Yeah.
Like the roster is super slim. The levels look
Lame.
they just look unexciting.
Yeah, they look boring. That's the thing.
Yeah, and then there's the collision issues and my interface complaints. It looks like shovelware. Yeah,
It's and I mean, I was looking at a few of the YouTube videos about it, and it's it's the old like this does not look like a next gen game.
Tony Hawk
current-gen
stinks.
game.
Ben says Tony Hawk 5 stinks of we'll cash in on the pre-orders and trash the rep of the franchise right before we lose it.
Wait, that wasn't a mobile game? No, that's a full AAA release from Activision.
If you haven't seen the Polygon review
it's so
of them
funny.
just playing it, it's hilarious. They haven't obviously they've cut stuff together.
It helps that one of the people doing it is Griffin McElroy, who's really, really, really funny. But the whole thing is very.
But
funny.
you should watch that video
It
because it shows you there's a lot of problems.
It kind of reminds me of one of those games. Like I remember
$60
playing a couple
game.
games on PS2 that were PSP ports to PS2.
Yeah, that is what it looks like.
And they end up being like, so it's like a mobile game that they port to a bigger console. So it's like high resolution.
Yeah.
But all the textures aren't very high resolution.
Like, whoops, hang on.
Wait.
Like everything's all blurry.
I mean, this is a screenshot from a YouTube video, but still.
Look how
Waiting for joins.
Waiting for joins.
Yeah, there's seriously.
Like,
Worst. Do special tricks.
do a special trick. Do special tricks. Most excellent. There's 4 different fonts.
The worst.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Right. Anyway, so stories we didn't talk about. Okay. So Microsoft has that super fancy Xbox One controller with the sweet D-pad and the cool. It's all neat and everything, and it's $150, and you can remap the controls on it, but only that one. That's dumb, right? Because that's a software thing. Surely. What about? Shouldn't that be an accessibility option that you offer to everybody? You fools! Well, they're doing that now. So now you can remap you can now remap buttons on the Xbox One on any controller.
Which is something that the PS4 has had all along.
Yeah.
And so now.
Well, not all along. It button remapping came to PS4 in the 2.5 firmware update.
It's had for a while anyway.
Yeah, they've had it for a while.
And so, that's nice that both systems are being better for accessibility for people.
Mm-hmm. So that's good that it's finally there.
I wonder, like I was saying to Graham and Kathleen, I wonder if the button remapping extends to like being able to like reverse your look,
That'd be good.
even in games that don't allow you to do that.
So for the left and right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking about. I remember playing Final Fantasy 12, and Final Fantasy 12 has inverted left-right look, not just up and down, which makes no sense.
It's really annoying.
It's very annoying.
This is sweet. A Valve employee uses virtual reality to propose a real-life marriage, which is delightful and romantic, but not particularly newsworthy.
He works for the what's it called, the Vive?
Yeah.
The Valve.
Vive. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he brought his girlfriend to Valve to like help play test it, and then had like a basically a sensor wand where he had a 3D like ring, like virtual reality ring and box and everything. So she was wearing the thing,
And then
they did a whole thing. And he came in with the ring and the box. Then when she took the headset off, he's got the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the idea that he had to like bring in like basically it looks kind of like a PlayStation Move remote thing, like sort of a wand.
Mm-hmm.
It's very silly.
So that was sweet.
But very cute.
Super Meat Boy is coming to PS4 and Vita on October 6th, but because Team Meat and the composer of Super Meat Boy's music didn't have an agreement in place for future releases and couldn't reach a new agreement for this release, the version on PS4 and Vita will have a completely new soundtrack, which is interesting.
Let's see, what else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Home Free is a game where you're a dog lost in the city and you have to get home.
Have you watched the
cute.
Kickstarter video for it?
It looks so cute.
It actually looks super fun.
It hit its Kickstarter goal, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about like the old like Homeward Bound movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the dog and is it 3 dogs or 2 dogs and a cat?
Yeah. It was 2 dogs and a cat.
And it sounds like it's like you're trying to get home and you can like you have to like fight other stray dogs that are like in your way. You have to you can either be like beg for food, or you can like steal food, or you can like join a pack of other dogs and stuff. Like it's it sounds pretty cool, like a neat in the sort of doing that. It's almost sort of like a one of these like survival games, like like Rust or one of these kind of games, right? But in a city.
Thank you, Lord Hosk.
Yeah, we received a box of tissue, a crate of tissues addressed. Thanks for that. Addressed to Kathleen's nose, care of Loading Ready Run. So anyway. Home Free looks sweet. You should definitely go check out the Kickstarter because it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's about it. So, stuff that we didn't end up covering. Let's talk about Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final.
Do it.
Which there's almost no information out right now except for like a tiny little Japanese article basically saying, look for next week's issue of Famitsu because it's going to have 10 pages on it. Apparently the game's coming out in February 2016 in Japan, but who knows when that will be for English-speaking countries. If you've played Shin Megami Tensei 4, you can see that there's a couple of reoccurring, or like I think I recognize 3 characters. There's an NPC called Nozomi who gives you quests, and she was really cool. There's a guy named Nevere who was kind of a jerk, and then you ended up having to help him if you followed through with his quest line, and one of like the angel-type characters are on the cover, but that's all we know, and we don't know anything about it, and there's new characters there. And it's obviously set in the same world, but I personally did not think Shin Megami Tensei 4 was great.
So is it like it's called?
So I'm excited.
It's called Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final. So is it more of like a re-release?
No, I don't think so because it's got
a remix.
We don't know. What I think is it's some sort of like sequel or prequel.
We just don't know enough about it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't say anything about it other than that. But I really, it's not just SMT4 with DLC built in. I don't think so. It says it's like a new game from what that little article has said.
Because they've done that previously with like re-releasing the game, but with like being able to play as another character or something, right? With like extra.
Yeah, but
extra stuff.
I will say, without trying to spoil the game, that would not work for that game.
Okay.
So,
I mean, with
apparently the theme of the game is deicide, though, and I'm like, that sounds like Shin Megami Tensei 3.
And
so that actually got me very excited because
And I guess then this is being worked on concurrently with Persona 5. Right?
Yeah, I mean it might be a different team or something like that. But the thing about the Persona 5, this game, they were working on Dancing All Night just came out, and SMTX Fire Emblem.
Right.
So there are a lot of people working on stuff at Atlas. But we'll see when it comes in. But like if they're just using all of the stuff. But my complaints about Shin Megami Tensei 4, story was not good, and it was very confusing to get around. Obviously it's supposed to be confusing, but it was really, really hard to figure out where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. And the characters were meh, so I just found it lackluster overall.
Fair enough.
Didn't stop me from and it was brutally fucking hard at some points for no reason, but that's
do not speak SMTX Fire Emblem's name.
Drunk Seraph, thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
2 months in a row.
We have a lot of people to welcome today.
Yeah, and then there is one more thing that people are talking about in chat. And we talked about it, but we're not covering it yet. The Escapist did an article on Star Citizen where they said a bunch of things. Star Citizen says the Escapist is not telling that had really bad sources and didn't give them enough time to respond.
We're waiting until that whole thing shakes out before we talk about it.
Or if it goes to, remember a couple weeks ago we did that story about the 2 mobile game companies and how it turned into a lawsuit? When it turned into a lawsuit, then we can talk about it because we'll have something to talk about other than he said, she said, essentially.
He said, she said, he sued, he
currently
exploded.
Cloud Imperium Games has said they are considering legal action.
Yeah.
Legal action has not actually been taken.
Right.
So we're just going to wait and see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a thing. So, should we move on to the welcomings?
Yes, let us move on to the welcomings.
All right.
Ooh, I have a surprise for you.
What's that?
Turn on the subscriber welcome tab.
Oh, no.
Yay!
Click on the subscriber welcome time.
Whoa! Paul!
And I can start and stop it. This is great.
Can change.
You sir is 91.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness, that is a delight. And Shade of Hades has resubbed for 12 months in a row. Here's how this works. The first 15 people that subscribed or resubscribed, not today, but around 1 p.m. today, get a full subscriber commercial experience. After that, my brain is pretty much broken and it takes a really long time. So then we just move into what we call the amuse-bouche phase, where I just do something short and silly. Because there is 35 people to go through, so I feel like I'm back in the 90s.
All right. So you ready to begin?
Yes.
The Potato Cat has subscribed. A new sub. Welcome.
Ooh. Hey everybody, are you interested in delicious homemade hash browns that taste like they were made at home because they were made in a home filled with cats? Come on down to the Potato Cat's House of Hash Browns. We serve them just like your mom did, covered in a thin film of cat hair and ketchup. That's right, all our potatoes are guaranteed 100% allergy-inducing. Not because they have gluten, but because they are literally covered in cat hair. Just like your mom used to make. Or maybe your weird aunt that you had to go and spend time with, even though she was weird and lonely, and called her cats babies, even though they were cats. And why were they in baby onesies? That's unsettling. The Potato Cat's Restaurant of Hash Browns. Come on today for homemade taste.
The best kind of hash browns are one with just a few real long hairs in them for no reason.
Ugh. Croco King with a 9-month resub. Welcome back, Croco King.
Ooh, Croco King. All right.
Crocokin.
Krokokin.
I don't know. You can pronounce it however you want.
Well, I mean, Krokokin is not. Yeah.
C. Roko King.
See Roko King.
I'm making it up.
See Roko. All right. All right. See Roko. All right. Hey everybody, have you tried Potato Cat Restaurant and went, wow, that is a lot of cat hair in my food and I am not really up for that. If I wanted that experience, I could just go to my mom's house. Come on down to Croco King's restaurant of French cuisine. We have all sorts of French cuisines, like Croque Monsieur and Croque Madame, and that's it because our name is Croco King. What else did you expect? Poutine? That's French Canadian. You're racist. Come on down to Crococo King's, where our guarantee is no cat hair unless it came in from next door.
Eli. Now, okay, Eli. Welcome, by the way, because I recognize your name from the Destiny clan. Is it Elihu Aaron? Because the A is capitalized, or is it Eli Aaron? How do we pronounce your name, Eli? What's going on?
Elihu Aaron.
Maybe while we're waiting for that, actually, Kathleen, you can jump ahead to the next one, which is username rematch. Oh, there we go. Elihu Aaron.
Elihu Aaron.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, we'll do Elihu Aaron's first.
All right, get on it.
Elihu Aaron. Wait, hold on. Poof. Hello, viewers of Earth Television. I am a mythical space genie, and I am here to represent my people and tell you stop doing that zimzala zubaba zala bim stuff, or the open sesame, or the other magic words. What are the ones that they have in Evil Dead?
The Deadites.
No, but what are the magic words?
Brada Nikto?
Klaatu Verata Nikto.
Stop saying Klaatu Verata Nikto to us. We are space genies, not deadites. Look, here's the deal. Here's the actual magic words. It's Elihu Aaron. Elihu Aaron. If you say that when you're touching a magic lamp, we will appear. If you say other things, we will appear, but we will flip you with a bird and go back into the lamp, and then we won't come out again, even if you do say the magic words. We're a very annoyed, easily irritated race of space genies. Stop that. Remember, Elihu Aaron if you want cursed wishes. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Poof.
Nice.
Klaatu Verata Nikto being also from the years to
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's where it came from. Username rematch is next.
Okay, let's see if I can remember all of this. Alrighty, if you've been following along with the username saga, you will know this story, but I recount it every month because I am legally obliged to. Alright, here's the deal. First there was this guy who was stuck in a username factory, and he was able to finally escape. And he took up with some username pirates. But after being tracked down by username police, he took up with some username pirates and thought maybe C was the place for him. Then what happened was he did not get along with those username pirates. They tried to username keelhaul him, and he was username stranded on a desert island. But eventually he was rescued, and finally his long trauma was at an end. And then the next season, we came back for a recap of the username saga, when we caught up on all of that. And then he got pressed back into username service because a username kaiju had come out of the ocean. And so then he decided to username fight this username kaiju, but then things were going pretty well. He did some username uppercuts and some username mid-cuts and some username dick punches.
No.
But then he got defeated by the username kaiju, and he had a username crisis of faith and thought, oh my goodness, can I do that? And then we went on a mid-season hiatus, and that was kind of awkward. But now he's back. He's back and he's looking for revenge. In fact, he's asking for a username rematch. What'll happen? We'll find out next month.
At the Super Slab.
Yeah.
Ba-bum-bum-ba-bum. Nebony with a 7-month resub.
Just skips like half the names.
There were a lot of different usernames.
Dude, I'm amazed she can do that. I don't think you're in a position to complain. You made them all up.
Yeah. Besides, I am skipping names, but I'm hitting the major points of the story. Let's put it that way.
This is the
Plot points.
TLDR. This is the, if you haven't been watching the
Username
username
John
saga.
Cena.
If you haven't been watching the username saga, these are the username episodes you need to username watch.
Yeah. so you can get caught up on the username plot.
Yeah.
No, he says I'm very impressed.
Okay. Good.
I realize perhaps my memory is slipping, but this has been going on for a long time, so.
Nebony with a 7-month resub.
Nebony and Ivory.
I think you've done that before.
I have done that a lot.
This is the problem. This is the problem. This is something to keep in mind when the same people get multiple Kathleen commercials. Some usernames don't have quite the don't have the same amount of legs for improv.
It's like in Scribblenauts, when in order to get like super gold on a level, you have to complete it 3 times without reusing words.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you end up kind of like that, where it's like, what's another way of using this username?
Yeah.
Also, the pro tip, by the way, for beating Scribblenauts 3 times without using the same words: wings, jetpack, Pegasus.
Yeah.
Just fly.
Got a couple of good quips. I'll just wait for the username box set, says Foxmar. And then Akachi, it's Kitsune, says, what's the username machete order? Which actually made me laugh quite a bit, so.
Nice. So, Nebony, though.
Yeah. Nebony and Ivory. Nebony. All right. What have I've done?
I don't know anything more from that.
No, that's
Come
all
on
I
down
know.
to Nebony Ivory's Ebony and Ivory warehouse, now out of ivory because it's super illegal. But boy, do we have a lot of ebony.
Or Nebony.
No one's buying it these days. No, it's run by Mr. Nebony Ivory.
Oh, I see.
It's an Ebony and Ivory warehouse.
So they sell. It's called Nebony and Ivory, but they sell Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah, it's Nebony Ivory's Ebony and Ivory
I feel like
warehouse.
you're doing all of the work for me.
I'm trying.
Maybe. I feel like Nebony is like. It's like negative ebony. Nebony. It's ebony from the Nega X zone. From the reverse bizarro world.
Previously, we've done Nebony as some sort of exotic wood that's also poisonous, and maybe you want to, there was a class action lawsuit if you've touched Nebony.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you got a horrible skin rash for it or something.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody, come on down to Nebony and Ivory's warehouse of vacuums. That's right, we sell vacuums. Just because our name is Nebony and Ivory doesn't mean we sell ivory. That's illegal. Don't look out back. Don't ask to talk to Steve. Don't worry about it. Just walk away. Look at these Dysons and Hoovers and Electroluxes. Certainly don't go around the back door and do the 3 knocks thing. The one that sounds like... I guess that's 4 knocks, but don't do that at the back door. Nebony and Ivory's vacuum warehouse, that's what we sell.
Nebony and
I think
Ivory.
you were able to just list off 3 different vacuum brands.
Yeah.
Nebony and Ivory, it's the vacuum warehouse where the actual showroom is surprisingly small considering the size of the building.
Yeah, it's weird.
We're not here?
The Moat Man with a 12-month resub. The 1 year. The Moat Man.
I've been doing a lot of Desert Bus dance songs.
Twitch is listing the channel as offline for some reason. Also, XSplit says we have 0 viewers. That's weird.
Do we actually?
No, because they're talking to us, obviously.
Somebody was saying Twitch was listing like all channels as offline.
Oh. Yeah, apparently Twitch was having some problems earlier.
That sounds like Twitch.
Twitch is honestly extremely reliable for what it does.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest here.
It really is. Yeah. The
But-
browse page is not loading.
They've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, watch
Doing
Loading
that.
Ready Live's last broadcast, which is what we're doing right now.
Oh, there we are.
But here is a picture of us watching this, so that's exciting.
Well, no, that's an ad.
All right, so yeah, it says we're offline, but we are clearly online. Obviously, Twitch is having issues.
Can I trade places with you for a sec, Paul?
Yes.
I need 2 bathroom times.
Great.
Then you can't change places with me. You should go to the bathroom.
All right, well,
You can't go to the bathroom just by standing.
places with me
sitting back
while
here.
I change places with the vacuum of air above the toilet?
All right.
We have a vacuum above our toilet? Might be why it smells so bad in there. As long as it's up for... I know everybody's like, Twitch, but I really do feel like that overall, considering the strain on their servers and the level of technology that they do, Twitch does a good job.
Oh yeah.
Like, Nothing is perfect, but it could be so much worse. I feel like it could, and it used to be a lot worse.
I
right?
actually, I was actually looking at a. There was a story I was thinking of doing, but it didn't end up. I was looking at it. I think it was the League of Legends, or there's some big tournament that was going on last weekend, and they were dual streaming it on Twitch and YouTube, and I guess because YouTube's still getting their video game streaming thing sorted out and don't have the same kind of chat controls, the YouTube chat stream was just entirely filled with ASCII pictures of dicks. Just in all sorts of different configurations over and over again. And with dicks and butts. It was pretty funny.
No, Anubis169 says, to put it in perspective, I was able to watch Man vs. Game today while in a country field in the middle of effing nowhere in high quality on my phone. That's friggin' amazing. Yeah, I feel like we take technology a little bit for granted these days.
Yep.
All right. Anyhow.
Anyway.
The Moat Man.
If you have any problems, it's probably Fugi's fault. The Moat Man.
Yeah, I feel like people are still talking about the Star Citizen thing, and as now people are reading into it more, and they're like, "Wow, this seems like there's a lot of stuff going on both sides." Yes, that's why we're not talking about it yet. We're waiting until it's not just meh, no meh.
Yeah,
right?
we have nothing to add to the Star Citizen situation as of yet.
All right. The Moat Man. Hey, everybody, are you looking for... Wait, what did we call moats last week when Graham was not here? Was that last week or was it the week before?
It would be the week before last.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like...
Dry ditch? No, wet ditch.
What? Circle ditch?
Circle ditch?
All of those things work.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay.
This is where I think, we were working that like a shallow moat is just basically a ditch.
Yes.
Dry ditch?
Dry ditch. Dry moat?
Dry moat.
Maybe a dry moat was a ditch.
Yeah, because a dry moat doesn't actually...
Circle wet ditch.
Circle wet ditch.
No, a dry moat was a ditch. Okay.
Right, okay.
Well, look, when moats...
Donut ditch.
Moist anti-donut. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a moat or maybe a wet ditch to go around your house? Come on down to the Moat Man's warehouse of spectacular moats. All our moats are guaranteed to be wet and large and circular, unless you don't want them to be. We're open to other shapes of moats. Ovals, triangles, pentagrams. Pentagrams are real expensive, though, because there's a lot of overlapping lines you gotta dig. But that's okay. What our motto is, do you want to be surrounded by water in a roughly circular shape? We can do that. It's the Moat Man's House of Moats and wet ditches. Come on down today.
What if I want a moat in the shape of a rhombus?
Sure.
Amazing! Or...
Oh no, Indigo Victor said you said moat with a puddle. I suggested this was a dry moat. You suggested it was a ditch.
It was a whole process. A parallelogram? Can I have a moat in the shape of a parallelogram?
If you want to pay for it, sure. If you want to have a moat that spells out "Go fuck yourself, neighbors" in cursive script that loops around, and it can be seen from space, sure. Like, that's up to you. Our clients are raving about our amazing prices.
Dodecahedron shaped moat would basically just be a circle moat.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the resolution of moat digging is high enough that you can really tell the difference between a dodecahedron moat and a circle moat.
A hexagon moat? That seems like it could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 sides. Could be kind of fun.
The great thing about a hexagon moat is that you could have a whole bunch of people all with hexagon moats that all link together.
Oh, and it would be like a...
Whereas with circular moats, there'd be space.
Yeah, that's true.
And so then you could use them all as a large D&D board. Or not D&D, GURPS. Ha! With facing.
Oh. Somebody says a moat in the shape of a dick. Or maybe a dick butt moat.
Mm-hmm.
If you had enough...
You have to choose which section. I guess if you have 2 houses, maybe. You could have like a dick butt surrounding both.
Yeah. A moat filled with non-Newtonian liquids. I'm sure you could have a custard moat if you wanted.
Yeah.
Just a lot of custard. All right. let's go on to the next person, which is Matt Andre.
Matt Andre, subscribed for 10 months in a row.
Oh, I don't think I do a lot of these for Matt Andre. All right. Hey, everybody. Are you looking for a totally legitimate lawyer? Come on down to Matt Andre's House of Legal Representation. Have you put in a moat that's annoyed your neighbors because it's the shape of a pentagram and they think you're a Satanist now? Maybe you bought some ivory at what you thought was a vacuum dealership and you just followed the instructions in the commercial and somehow you were in a back room and then you got arrested by the cops. Or maybe you just need to sue a restaurant that choked you with cat hair. There's all sorts of things that you might need legitimate legal representation for, so come on down to Matt Andre's House of Yes, I am definitely a lawyer. Don't ask to see my certificates. It's at the Framer Shop for help today.
Have you participated in any of the businesses ever advertised on Kathleen commercials?
Yeah. You might want to retain legal counsel.
Yeah, you probably want to sue somebody.
Yes.
Not Kathleen. She's just the spokesperson.
Yeah. They're just hiring me. These just are.
Yeah. Ironclad contracts.
Yeah. But the potato cat says, "Don't diss my restaurant."
Granite Fish, subscribed for 7 months in a row.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Jacques Le Poisson, and I am a fishmonger from France. I am here to interest you in a new and exotic kind of fish for your high-end restaurants. That's right, the granite fish. You have perhaps heard of rockfish.
Yes.
You've heard of black cod. You've heard of rock lobster. Why not granite fish? Very similar. It's fish that is called granite fish. What kind of fish is it? It is pollock. But now it has a great name, like catfish. The Asian catfish, you know that? That sounds gross. Who eat that? But why don't you want to eat tilapia? Ooh, exotic, yes. Coconut crusted tilapia? Delicious. Charge a lot of money for it. Asian catfish? Bleh. So order some granite fish today. It's pollock. Kathleen's
Pollock that we force-fed some aggregate to.
yeah. Jack Le Poisson.
Jacques Le Poisson.
Jack Fish. Jack the Fish.
Jack the Fish.
Let's see. All right.
Cannons are an instrument. Has just subscribed.
Ooh. This is a new subscriber. Cannons are an instrument.
New subscriber. I feel like a new subscriber that is attempting to make a particular point.
Yes.
I don't know if there's been a lot of pushback against cannons being considered an instrument, but clearly cannons are an instrument, has strong feelings in the matter.
All right. Let's see. Cannons are an instrument. Hey, parents. Are your kids back in school and you need something for them to do in the afternoon so you can avoid spending as much time with them as possible? That's right. Children are annoying, so send them down to Big Dave's Canonist Warehouse. That's right. If you're looking to enroll your kids in music, but they're not the delicate instrument type, for example, they've smashed several pianos and impaled another child with a tuba, you can send them down to my warehouse where our motto is, cannons are an instrument. So we're going to let children play with high explosives. For example, what would the 1812 overture be without the cannons? It would be less famous.
It would be like the 1811 overture.
At best.
No one likes that one.
At best. That's right. We could teach them how to play one song, which is just the part of the 1812 overture with the cannons. But you know what? That counts. Cannons are an instrument. Bring your horrible children down today. We do not guarantee all of your horrible children will return home. Cannons are dangerous.
I would love to see somebody impaled with a tuba.
Yeah.
I feel like that would require a lot of effort on the part of both the person impaling and the other person
Yeah,
too.
the impaler and the impalee.
Yeah, that would require some cooperation to happen.
No cannons. 1811 out of 1812.
Here in Victoria on Canada Day. No, not in Canada Day. On the during the summer.
Canada Day? Oh, that was terrible.
During the summer, they do something called the Symphony Splash, which is basically like the Victoria Symphony Orchestra does a big concert down by the Inner Harbour, and as part of that, they have, because it's on the harbour, they do 1812 with cannons. I don't live really close to the harbour, but I live close enough that I can hear that part.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Boom. All right. Beige October has just subscribed for the first time.
Oh, another new subscriber.
Yeah. A fan of both October and neutral colors.
I mean, I'm a fan of neutral colors, and I like October, so we have a lot in common. I prefer like the darker colors. Let me see here. Beige October. You can make it go faster or slower?
Yeah. You want to go faster?
Let's go slow.
All right.
Galahad.
Have it a nice relaxing.
Oh, so soothing.
It's like
That's meditative.
it's like when you have like the lights on your Christmas tree that are kind of like blinking on and off.
Yeah. And the cats are like. Can I tell you a really stupid actual true story that happened with my cats this morning?
You can.
We have some
I'll keep it a secret.
We have some cardboard in the house, which is fine. It just has to go down to the recycling, but the recycling bins get emptied like twice a week. I don't want to take cardboard down if it's full. We've got some cardboard sitting in our house, and there's like a little strip of other cardboard that's like hanging off it because it was like a box that got peeled apart. And so Baxter was like sitting on it today because he likes to sit on boxes, and was like, "Is this like a loose strip of cardboard?" And just like, puh, like ripped it off with his teeth. And I was like, "Wow, anal retentive cat." But then he jumped down and tried to eat it. And I was like, "Baxter, no, cardboard is not for babies." And then I thought about it. I was like, I am a crazy cat lady.
You're going to have to start differentiating between cat baby
And regular babies eventually. Because otherwise, I'm going to meet somebody with an actual baby. And I'm going to be like, "What an adorable cat." And they're going to fight me because they'll have baby hormones.
And you'll... I like that idea.
What an adorable cat.
It's like I'm just...
This is a human baby. They all look the same to me.
I'm animal blind. I don't understand things.
Yeah. Dear Dr. Kathleen, do you know if Alex will play Until Dawn? I do not, and the good way to guarantee that he won't play it is to tell him to play it. So I would be careful. Tread carefully. Yeah, they will fight you IRL, says Foxmar. How old is Baxter? Baxter is like 2.5.
He's 2.5 now? Nice.
Yeah, almost. I don't see species.
Yeah, that's the next step past.
Yeah.
You can't see race.
Can't
I
see
can't see
species.
species.
Can't see colors.
I can't differentiate between inanimate objects and inanimate objects.
I'm literally blind.
Yeah, I actually am completely blind.
Yeah. Anyhow, don't tell anybody I did that. If you know anybody who's got a baby, tell them I could totally tell the difference between a human baby and a cat. Give in to your inner crazy cat lady. Join us. Dude, Amber Becky, I'm already obviously clearly a crazy cat lady. There's literally nothing.
My name is Izzy says, my baby is watching her first Checkpoint episode right now. The cat kind of baby.
It's my name is E. E, we got your hat. Here, we got your Rebel Alliance hat for the craft along, and it's so cool. But just so you know, it has safely arrived.
Anyway.
All right.
Beige October needs a sub-commercial.
Right, Beige October. Let's see. Hey, everybody, are you sick of summer? But October and fall are just too colorful. Come on down to... where's the worst Octobers? Come on up to Edmonton, where all the leaves fall real fast, and we can guarantee you a beige October. That's right. Once the snow starts to come down, and then it's like, oh, beautiful snow. That only lasts for like half a day until we have to put sand on the roads, because otherwise the cars will skid around. And then everything is just this slushy shade of uniform brown, because the grass is dead, and there's dirt in the roads, and the sky is overcast. And it's just beige everywhere. That's what if you're looking for that, come on down to Edmonton and experience yourself a beautiful beige October.
Everyone wears beige, too.
Yeah.
It becomes kind of a fun thing to do during the winter.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's very depressing.
Yeah.
Also, no one goes outside.
If you've never been up to like northern BC or Alberta, it's not pretty at that time of year. Because, people are like, oh, but you get falling snow. It's like, that does not stay white unless you're in the country. right?
Yeah, the whole Winter Wonderland thing loses its appeal pretty quick.
Yeah, when it's just like there is literally no green anywhere as far as the eye can see, and it's like and it's cloudy all the time. So it's basically like gray sky, dirty snow, brown grass if you see anything, dead trees, like branches, no leaves, and like
So like this looks like an extremely unimaginative battlefield level.
yes, exactly. Or
Just
maybe
gray and brown.
yes. All right. Okay.
We got Anubis 169
Oh,
for 22 months in a row.
wow, that's impressive. Oh, and he's here. Oh, Havoc Force says, don't forget about the cold. Oh yeah, and it's cold, so
Yes.
so you're miserable too. All right. All right. Hey everybody, are you looking for a chat mod? Well, have you considered hiring Anubis 169? He does things that other mods can't, like being called Anubis 169. He's got that name. They can't take it from him. He does other things too, like mod chats, and ban people who are shitbags, and occasionally warn people that they are being shitbags, and if they don't cease to be so, they will be banned post-haste. That's right, he's the reasonable chat mod with the name that's his, and yo, you can't have it. Anubis169. Hire him today. He is not accepting job offers.
Well, maybe he is, but I feel like the market for chat mods is a pretty tough one.
Yeah.
Lord Hosk bans everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Also counts deaths.
Oh, he does count deaths. I mean, if you really want Anubis169 for your channel, you could talk to him. He might be taking job offers. I mean, he has a full-time job, obviously. But, you know, maybe he needs some more part-time
What?
jobs that don't pay.
He has a full-time job, what with modding our channel.
Well, and his actual job, I believe. I think he's a computer programmer. That makes him even a better job modder because he understands the magic computer box where the stuff comes out. I just like... I understand intellectually exactly how a computer works, exactly how the internet works, but I could not fix one, right? I feel
No.
like
I would be hard-pressed to fix an internet.
I tried turning it on and off again. That's it. That's all I got.
What was that name? I missed that.
Graham, you're back.
Kuro Gizero. Kuro
Kuroji Zero.
Kuroji Zero.
Kuroji Zero. Thank
God,
you for
there's a lot of
subscribing. Wait, how many are we at here?
So
Not enough.
All Mankind is the last one of the
Right.
15.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
So there's a few more there.
and then
I
it's-
should go get some food before my
Then we're into the lightning round.
thing, though.
All right.
Dugma, 50 months.
Dugma. Or Dugma.
All right. Graham, come back here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Paul to get out of the seat.
No, faster.
Well, I'm here now, so I can't do it faster.
You don't understand how a computer works. You don't understand how a computer fails. Very true. All right. All right. Steven, 1913. Hey, everybody. Are you looking for an extremely old dude to hang around your house and shame the youngs into doing things? Come on and hire this guy we know, Steven. He was born in 1913. That makes him 102 years old. What could he do? Not much. Well, he can't unsettle young people and remind them of their own mortality. Maybe after they look at his wizened, aged face, they'll be like, maybe I should do some homework, otherwise I'll end up like this guy. That's not really accurate because they'll end up like that guy if they live to be 102 anyhow, but maybe, you know, the agedness will get to them and make them reconsider things. Other things he can do. Drool, sleep, fart. He's 102. What are you looking for? A fucking dance maneuver? Jesus. All right, thanks, everybody. Hire him.
Nice. Delphi Santano with a 7-month resub. Welcome back, Delphi Santano.
Oh, Penthelcia 180 says, that was the year my grandpa was born. He was good at shaving. Are you trying to make it spin faster?
What? No.
Oh. Oh, you're fixing our...
I'm trying to make us not quite so sparkly. There we go.
Yeah, that's better. Squeeps.
Squeeps. Delphi Santano with a 7-month resub.
Delphi Santano, come on down to the Santano Travel Agency. We'll take you on a tour of Delphi. It's that place in Greek where they had the oracles. And don't worry about that whole volcano thing that they talk about on Yelp. We certainly won't push you in there as an offering to the Greek gods.
I love that that's part of the song.
Quite musical.
Malfunked with a 21-month resub.
All right. Need a little Lakitu to hold the mic. Aw.
It'd be great.
Oh, all the desert bus.
We are Pez head. I saw these pictures. They're amazing.
There's James. There's you in the background. There's Johnny, Alex, Cam.
Yeah, here.
Is that Tally with the yes?
Look, here's James and I as Pez dispensers.
There's Pezmans.
Why can't I move that picture? Uh-oh. Whoa, what the...
Oh, what did you just do?
What the hell?
Uh-oh.
Apparently I dragged in all the Lava Bears art somehow.
Whoops.
And this Angry Birds picture. Oh, and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh
What
my
is
god,
happening?
what is happening?
What did you drag in?
One picture.
Huh.
Whoa, what did you drag?
This picture from Facebook.
Oh. Yeah,
No, I dragged it to the desktop. I guess I dragged in the entire desktop.
Yeah, you send the save pictures, because that saves the...
Oh my god.
What the?
This is amazing.
This is hacker's
And
tier.
it's playing music, apparently.
Oh, what? And the music?
Okay, well that's kind of funny.
It's video.
The stream is self-destructing. Oh, the Lava Bears theme is playing.
Yep. Please let me change things.
It's still loading.
Very special episode.
Oh my god, Graham.
By way of.
All right, maybe you can. It looks like the
I have not drafted in a little while. At least
subscriber commercials will resume after this brief break.
I can't interact with XSplit anymore.
No, it's probably. I mean, we're still broadcasting. I mean, I can just do an audio-only subscriber commercial.
stream is on Wednesday night. Which
Let me take off my pants so I'm feeling more creative.
We hear there's someone talking now. Now there's an audio file of Cam going in the background. Hang on. Okay, I'm muting all that music, all that sound. Did I get a virus? Did I get 100,000 viruses?
Oh, more stuff.
What in the hell? I think I've just added every file on this computer.
Oh, because it's like you added. It's probably like gone through all the folders as well.
Yeah, and so now it's adding like Quake textures.
Maybe we should just.
I don't know how to stop this.
Maybe we need to quit the stream.
Because I can't interact with XSplit
Virus
right now.
very yes. I feel like we're getting a rare peek of how the sausage is made.
This is not how the sausage is made. This is how the sausage disintegrates.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let me... Okay, so this is what we ended up with.
Adam!
So now we can... Let's see if there's a way for me to... Can I delete? There we go. Alright. You get to see me working backwards.
My name is Adam. I am a streamer. There's a video of Cam playing in this.
Oh, it's a replay of him playing Magic. This is amazing.
It's almost kind of rhythmical. Waka chicka 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 waka chicka.
Why can't I do more than one of these? Oh, I can. I can do 5 at a time.
Oh, hey, I can see you. And that fucking Pez picture that started it all. We're back. That's Grandma's a Pez dispenser, for fuck's sake. There's other ones.
There.
Look how
There's
beardly you look.
James and me with my massive beard.
I think you look quite handsome. I did not want my head turned into a Pez dispenser, so there's an anglerfish of me.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Screen capture.
Yeah, that seems better.
There.
That's mine. I'm an anglerfish. They're
We do not actually have Pez dispensers. They're a Desert Bus craft prize.
yes.
Now,
This replay should be used during Desert Bus. Now we will never speak of this again. All right, where were we? Malfunct. Fuck, that was a malfunct. Malfunct. Let's see what happens when we break XSplit. Malfunct. It does that. Doo-doo.
you good?
Yeah, I
All
feel
right.
like malfunct, that whole thing, we did that for you. You can claim that as your own. When we're like, let's show you a malfunction. The Diet Coke Boy resub for 6 months in a row.
Welcome back, Diet Coke Boy. All mankind.
All mankind.
It's a mote of Baxter.
I know. All right. Hey, best commercial ever, malfunct. Hope he's still here and was watching that.
Sorry, someone just tweeted at me. Quote from me. Oh, xsplitcore.dll not found. And that's when the stream crashed. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, sub sound.
Sub sounds are back.
We had the computer muted because like 8 audio tracks were going at once. All right, malfunct. I saw it all. That was for you.
Yeah, intentional.
Yeah. We broke XSplit to show people what a malfunct was.
Yeah.
It's like a malfunction, but more abrupt.
Because it gets cut off halfway through the word.
Yes.
There's some kind of malfunct.
All right, all mankind.
All mankind.
Hey, everybody, are you looking for a thing to save? And you're like, I don't really like dogs. I'm allergic to cats, and fish can go fuck themselves. Why not work on saving all of mankind? That's right. What has mankind done for you? Well, I mean, you're part of mankind. It's like you're an ant in a giant colony, except all the other ants are idiots and assholes. But don't let that stop you. Mankind has a lot of great redeeming features. Like, you're part of it, so if all mankind was wiped out, you'd be dead too. So why not think about saving all mankind? Try donating to a charity that saves humans, like Doctors Without Borders, or Médecins Sans Frontières, which is the same thing but in French.
Kinda. Broadly speaking, sure.
All mankind. Save it today, because fish are suck.
Fish are suck. I love there was that bit from The Tick with him being questioned. And it's like, do you, you have what they would call great power, correct? Yeah. Power enough to destroy the world? And Tick says, gee, I hope not. It's where I keep all my stuff.
Médecins Sans Frontières. I was like halfway through and I was like, this is literally the same charity, Kelly, you fucking moron. And I was like, well, I can't stop talking halfway through the last word.
All right.
All right.
You ready?
Yes. Now it's time for the lightning round.
There's so many. We have to, like, uber
Oh my God.
We have to major lightning this.
All right. That's a lot.
Are you prepared?
I'll do my best.
All right. My name is E.
My name is E, and I'm here to say I donated a sweet hat to Desert Bus the other day. It just showed up, and it's really nice, so bid on it if you have money. Hooray.
Great. Katniss bot with a 3-month resub.
Hey, everybody, do you want something to shoot arrows at you? Try a Katniss bot. It's a great archer, and it will kill you.
Lathostiran with a 21-month resub.
Lathosteran does whatever a Latharosta can. What is that? Just hangs around and twitches because it's got 8 tentacles, but it's not an octopus. It's like a horrible David Cronenberg thing, like from that episode of Rick and Morty. Lathosteran. Ew.
The Lord Arthur with a 21-month resub.
Do. Lo, I have pulled the sword from the stone, and now I am no longer just some schmuck named Artie. I am the Lord Arthur, King of England. You must listen to me.
Okay.
Ha ha! This is totally better than democracy.
Conspicuous Compiler with a 15-month resub.
Conspicuous compiler. It does all of that compiling thing that you need when you need to put together code and stuff. It is also very conspicuous, so your boss knows you're working and not reading Gawker.
Fit Orion with a 15-month resub.
Oh my god, come on down to Fit Orion's gym where you're going to be more fit than a whole goddamn constellation full of stars. That's right, don't skip leg day, arm day, or star day. We'll turn you into a supernova of protein, Fit Orion.
Addy Pie has subscribed.
Addy Pie, come on down to Addy Pie. It's a restaurant where we serve you pie. What more do you want? It's Addy Pie. We've got all sorts of flavors like chocolate and coconut and strawberry and rhubarb and Metal Gear Solid. Wait, what was that last one? Don't ask questions.
Monsieur Squirrel with an 11-month resub.
Hello, everybody. I am a French squirrel. Give me le nuts. I'm sorry.
Awesome.
Wait, what's nuts?
No, that's great.
What's nuts in
I know
French?
peanuts is arachide.
Give me le arachides. Fuck.
No, le nuts was funnier. Niv Mizzet Draco Genius with a 6-month resub.
Hey everybody, I'm Niv Mizzet Draco Genius, and I'm here as part of a work release program from prison to talk to you about maybe why you shouldn't go around calling yourself Niv Mizzet Draco Genius and then eating people when you are not a gigantic dragon from Ravnica.
Spoonerism Squirrel. 2 squirrels.
2 squirrels.
4-month resub on Spoonerism Squirrel.
Les noisettes, apparently.
Or noix.
Or noix. Don't pronounce the X. Give me le noix. Give him le noix.
Uh-oh. She's gone full chortle.
Just I like the idea of a squirrel coming up and being like, oh, like a cigarette and being like, give me le noix. And then they ash the cigarette on your shoe.
Because it's a squirrel.
It's a French. It's like a French squirrel, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the French stereotype
Yeah.
squirrel.
No, the sigh has to be part of that commercial, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, the size part of the commercial. All right, Spoonerism Squirrel. Fuck, I'm actually really bad at coming up with spoonerisms off the top of my head, so I don't think I can do one in the commercial, unfortunately. Like, they're hard to come up with. All right. Okay. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a squirrel that gets adorable hey, everybody, are you looking for a squirrel that gets phrases mixed up and then does, like, adorable spoonerisms? Well, you know what? Squirrels can't speak English, so keep looking.
Spoonerism Spurl. Love it.
A spoonerism squirrel.
Seth Locke with the 21 resub. Seth Locke.
1 second.
Rindersella slopped her dripper.
Oh, wow. That took me a second to parse. All right. Okay.
Everyone glaze your asses. That's one of the classic ones, because they're both words. That's one of the actual, like, Harold Spooner.
Spoonerisms.
Yeah.
Glaze your asses. I'll have to remember that one next time I need to go to that. Seth Locke. Hey everybody, are you looking for an ultra-secure lock to keep your valuables inside where you want them and not outside where thieves want them? Try the new Seth Lock. What is it? It's a guy named Seth who will come and guard your door 24 hours a day, no questions asked. You can chain him there if you want, but he won't leave. Seth Lock, try it today.
HP Brain Case with 9-month resub.
Hey everybody, are you looking for a nice safe place to keep your brain when it's not inside your head? We have brain cases for all things, no questions asked. HP brain cases, maybe not for your brain, but for somebody else that you hate. I'm just going full Daves here. All right. Let's see next. Hey everyone, have you? And that's it.
Yeah.
All
Hey
right.
everyone, have you?
Hey everyone, have you ever? Hey everyone, have you?
Because I haven't.
I can't even.
Have you?
I couldn't.
I tried
ran.
once.
Oh no, it's not recommended.
It didn't take.
No, like there's a Health Canada warning about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
It was rejected.
Oh yeah, so unsafe. If you have, don't.
Barbie the Barbarian has subscribed.
All right. Can you bring up the lyrics to Barbie Girl very quickly? All right. You start.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
You want to go for a ride?
Sure, Ken.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in a barbarian's world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. I will cut an orc in half and then take its scalp and riches. Imagination. I'll bludgeon it out of you with a mace.
Nice. Not bad.
That was really bad, but I did come up with it off the top of my head.
I totally thought it was going to be like, hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken.
Oh, no.
Dan Targan with a 17-month resub.
Hey, everybody, are you looking for a dragon? Come on down to Dan Targan's House of Dragons, where our motto is, I'm on fire! Oh, God, why?
Joe Insurgent, brand new subscriber. Welcome to the channel, Joe Insurgent.
Hey, everybody, my name is Joe, and I'm Insurgent, like one of those movies that has, like, what's-her-face in it? It's, like, adapted from a series of books, but it's not like the books with Katniss or the books with the vampires. Turns out there's a lot of books being optioned because, like, youth fiction that you can turn into a trilogy of movies and cheaply produce is, like, a real big thing. So it's been good for me because people keep having to license my last name. Deal with it. I'm Joe Insurgent, and now I'm rich because movie executives are dumb.
Kim 3000 with a 21-month resub.
Kim 3000. They are a robot. They're not from the future. They're actually from the past. Their specs are kind of bad. I wouldn't buy it, but it's on sale, so maybe.
I like that. I choose to pronounce this one the Murph 12.
Hey, everybody.
With a 7-month resub.
Oh, 7 months.
Welcome
resub.
back, the Murph 12.
Hey, everybody. Are you looking for a delicious and comfortable beanbag to put your ass in and possibly eat? If you get stuck and there's some sort of zombie apocalypse, come on down to the Murph's House of Edible Beanbags, where our motto is, you can stick it in your mouth and it sounds like mouth.
Oh no, I missed the sub cutoff.
3 months
With
in
a
a
three
row.
with a 3-month resub. They got to get better at this. Damn it. Scooter some spurl.
Hey. Oh no, I missed the sub cutoff, except clearly not, because you're getting an Amuse-Bouche commercial. What does that mean? It means mouth amusement. Are you amused? My mouth is.
Look how amused it is. Look at this bouche. This bouche is hella amuse. I'm gonna amuse the fuck out of that bouche. Drunk Sereth with a 2-month resub. Welcome back, Drunk Sereth.
Hey everybody, have you tried being sober and went, no, not for me. Come on down to Drunk Sarah's bar, where our motto is, we'll get you drunk, and then you have to leave. But you can't get in the car, but we do have a selection of barrels for you to use. Drunk Sarah's bar. Come here and get drunk.
Isurian 91 with a 3-month resub.
Wait, I'm just counting. 91 to 2. It'd be 24. If they're born in 91.
Oh yeah, or they just like the number.
All right. You sir in 91. Are you 24? Are you 91? It's a mystery. We'll never know. I mean, I guess we could ask you, but I guess it's a mystery and we'll never know. You sir in 91. You're probably 24, but we'll never know.
Shade of Hades with a 12-month resub. The 1 year Shade of Hades.
Hi, everybody. My name is Hades, god of the underworld, and have you seen what Poseidon is wearing?
Girl.
Oh my god, it's a good thing he spends most of the time under the sea. Shade. Thank you for knowing exactly what I was doing.
Tonola with a new subscriber. Tonola.
Tanola.
who made those Pez dispensers.
Yes. Hi, Tanola. Putting your stuff on XSplit broke it. So thanks. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, it's I always thought it was Tonella, but I guess I've been mispronouncing it this whole time.
Some lucky bidder gets to eat candy from my neck.
Not really.
Coming right here. Just bricks of Pez.
Oh no.
What was she doing? Shade.
Yeah.
She was throwing shade. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Oh.
Tanola,
Tanola.
thank you for making those Pez dispensers.
And thank you for subscribing, a new subscriber. Tanola, she is a lady. She came up here and scanned our heads, and I was kind of concerned and curious and a little weirded out by it, but it turned out great. It was a rig on a hula hoop.
Yeah.
Like, it was very involved.
We had to do a full 360 head scan.
And you had to sit very still. You had to, like...
And I had a giant beard at the time, apparently.
I think your beard looks nice.
I think it looks great on the Pez head. I didn't realize quite how huge my beard was the day that we were getting scanned.
You look very refined. You look like a gentleman.
Like, look at this. Look how big that beard is. James looks really good. Cam looks real good. Cam looks exactly like Cam.
Yeah, all right.
Khalad HD.
All
no,
right.
Khalad or Kala HD.
Kala
I'm
HD.
sorry, it's Khalad. 21-month resub.
Khalad.
We've been through this before. Khalad. Welcome back.
I, Lord Arthur, call my knights of the round table. But they're out, so I'm gonna go to Galahad's brother, Galahad. Galahad, what you up to?
I don't know, just like night stuff.
Do you want to go bowling or something?
Yeah, right, sure.
I mean, Galahad's out, and I'm so bored. I guess I could hang out with my wife and Merlin, but Merlin is such a killjoy.
No, Merlin sucks.
Yeah.
Let's do that bowling thing.
Yeah, let's go. Five pin or 10 pin?
Tenor.
All right, let's get some beers. Okay, bye.
Sick.
I'm sorry, I asked you 5 pin or 10 pin.
Okay, I was like, wait, what's the difference again? Wait, why do I care what the difference
The
is?
5 pin balls are real small.
I know, it's amazing. Yo, yeah, I think it looks sweet, Tonella. I just didn't realize how big it was. Kuroji Zero with a 15-month resub.
Kuroji Zero. He went from hero to zero. It's very unfortunate and kind of awkward. He lost all his powers and then he lost his job because his job was being a superhero and now he's in retraining, but he's thinking about becoming a dentist.
Okay. Dugma, 15-month resub.
Dugma. It's what happens when the TV show Doug teams up with Kevin Smith and they make a Dogma remake, but it's about Doug and Patty Mayonnaise.
Watch that.
Yeah, I'd watch it too, James. The Diet Coke Boy with a 6-month resub.
Hey everybody, do you like Diet Coke? Not as much as me, I'm the Diet Coke Boy, and if you take it from me, I will kill you and I will drink your blood because it will have Coca-Cola in it. I'm the Diet Coke Boy. I actually squeezed your arm there, and I
You
don't
got
know
a
why.
real firm grip on me there.
It's channeling caffeine rage.
And lastly, hopefully, Squoonerism Spurl.
Schoonerism Spurl. Hi everybody, are you looking for an adorable scroll that will do adorable things like try to talk human words but then get them mixed up and do spoonerisms? That still can't happen because squirrels can't speak English. Schoonerism Squirrel, however, is a person who's in a squirrel suit who can do spoonerisms, if that's the kind of thing you're into, because it's a fetish thing. And if it is, I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to charge you $90 an hour for his services. Phone today.
Nice.
And another sub. And another sub, and another sub. Please, dear God, let this be the last sub. I have stuff to do, like put up a blog post for you. And record Magnum Rewatch.
Paul's in next
Woo!
with things on my stream, so don't go away. We're gonna run a quick commercial break, and Paul will be
We're
back.
gonna break XSplit again?
No, we're gonna run a commercial break,
No.
and then the stream will go offline, but then intentionally, and then it will come back with Paul times. So
that sounds okay.
Don't go away. Thanks for joining us
Bye, everybody.
for Checkpoint. We'll see you next time. Bye, all.